what's going on? Black Finish checking in. Right now I'm inside the welding shop, and as you see, just took the last piece off the board. So I was sitting here reflecting about how you build sometimes. How sometimes you have to build things in order to tear things down to build bigger things. And you know what? The process is always educational, so you shouldn't look at it like mistakes or failures, or you should look at it more like a lesson learned, more material you can use for your future developments and things like that. So it's humbling to always to start from one place and to show another. But I think that not showing that progress, like not showing the times where you had to move from one area to another, regroup from this area, build, regroup, build something bigger. I think that it shows people that it's okay. A lot of people say, "Oh man, I got to regroup from this to do this. I failed." Man, you ain't failed. You know what I mean? You got a lot of people that in situations where you can still regroup and make things better. So don't look at it like that. You know what I mean? Look at it as, okay, it's time to do something big now. Salute, salute. It's time to do something big now. So, I took down the last sign, the last, piece of tool I had hanging, and I was just thinking about how everything comes everything comes to an end and comes to a time where you have to regroup and do better. So don't be hesitant not to go through those stages, because they're just a part of it. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody lie to you. You know what I mean? It's all a part of it, and that's why I like to show it, because I think that we need to see the real of life. Life is real, man. Life is real, and sometimes you're gonna make decisions where you yourself gonna be like, either you was chasing a bag when you made that decision, when you like, dang, or you was chasing your heart. Oh man, I'm putting my heart in this. This is my dream, And then on both ends, you tend to see where someone else might have an ulterior motive. You know what I mean? So it's always good to look at things with an open mind, all of your ups, your downs, your trials, your tribulations. Look at everything with an open mind, because you're going to learn something from everything. You're going to see that, out of 10, there may be only one that truly stand by your side out of the group of people you had surrounding you. You know what I mean? That's just the reality of it sometimes. So, regroup and building, man. I think that's really for those who are, I would like to say, use the word relentless. You know what I mean? Because just because something don't work at this certain point, you can be like, okay, how can it work? You don't ever stop tweaking it, moving it, adjusting it until you get it, to where you want it to be. So I think that it's important that we see the beginning stages, the middle stages, the construction stages, the development stages, the trials, the waiting time, because all of that plays a part of it. You know what I mean? A person can't say they survived something without sitting still. I remember times when I was incarcerated, man, where I literally had to sit still at a certain spot for so long. And I thought about it now, how time's still moving. And if I didn't stay educated, or I didn't stay engulfed in some information that could actually change me, I would have ended up repeating that evolving door, like a lot of people I know that have been to prison over 5 and 6 and 8 times. You know what I mean? For some certain things was petty, certain things with other charges, but I don't want to experience that revolving door. So I know in order to build business, you have to regroup. You have to go back to the drawing board sometime and paint another picture. You know what I mean? I heard a guy say one time, he said, they praise me now for the one time I made it, but wasn't nobody there the 99 times I failed. So it only takes one time for you to actually get to it. You just can't give up. You know what I mean? The goal is never to give up. Always be focused on what you want, know what you want, and be willing to go get it. You know what I mean? So just wanted to come in, Sunday and just kind of talk for a second and just say, we're about to do some big things in my hometown, in my home state, and still travel, still hit other states and still do other things. So my goal is to be nationwide with HogOn, but I'm gonna make sure that the headquarters be in Arkansas, so be in my hometown. So my goal is to regroup and get some things together. So we all have to start from somewhere, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the change. Can't say that I'm discouraged at all about anything. You know what I mean? I feel more in tune with knowing that once you get placed in an environment where you can be free to do what you want to do, things gonna work out. You know what I mean? So it's all about a person's spirit. You know what I mean? Salute, salute, man. Appreciate you for checking in. Appreciate you for checking in. Yeah, we all go through stages, man. So never, never get to the point where you're want to be stagnated. If you feel like you're not growing somewhere, pack up and relocate and get things better for yourself. Like don't, going an hour, 5 hours, 10 hours might change everything for you. You know what I mean? So always keep an open mind for that. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my great adventures, a lot of the things I have achieved was because I was willing to think outside of the box and I was willing to make those sacrifices and willing to do things that the other person probably like, nah, I don't know about that. Like when I moved out to Phoenix, you know what I mean? I had no family out there. I moved out there, and for those 4 years, I was actually networking, and I found myself. I found, my direction. So it's all about a person willing to say, hey, can I stand on my own? No matter where you go, you got to be a man. That's one thing I learned. At the end of the day, we have to be man before we anything. We have to be man. Yeah, opportunities all the time, a lot of times come unexpected. You just have to be ready. That's why old school used to tell me this. She used to say, hey, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So I learned how to stay ready, and once the opportunity come, I could just go and jump out there and make something happen because I was actually waiting on an opportunity. I'm always preparing for a good door to open for me. You know what I mean? So the main thing I feel like, we just have to keep an open mind and stay focused on what we want to do, and knowing that even though you have plans, your plans are going to change. I heard some people say, oh man, if you plan to fail. Sometimes you can plan and your plan's going to change. Yeah, they're going to change. But you still have to make a plan B and C. You still got a plan. You might have to adjust it and change it up and tweak it sometimes, you know what I mean? But you got to have a plan, family. You got to have a plan. And you have to have a goal, a objective at the end. After it's all said and done, you got to have something that say, hey, this is what I'm about to do, and this is going to take me to this level, and I'm about to go here with it. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, we all have to experience that, but we have to have that goal, that focus of what we really want. You know what I mean? So me relocating to Arkansas, to me, I think it's about to be a new chapter. Like everything is, it's going to be a new chapter of my life, a new chapter of different adventures, different opportunities, different goals and things that I have written out that I want to, set in place, and I actually want to see something take place with them. I'm gonna have to really, hit the ground running, and I'm excited. I'm actually excited because I'm getting the opportunity to express myself as an artist. And when I say as an artist, I mean as an artist of welding, of construction, of music, of development. You know what I mean? Like I really want to show, some of the things that I got inside of me. I want to be able to project them, some of them in my hometown. So my goal is to do something that's different, but I know that I'm gonna have to do it without asking for permission. I'm gonna have to just do it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I have seen that you can't go and try to rally up the people and say, hey, I got this idea, let's put this together and really make it happen. You're gonna have to just go and say, hey, I got this idea, I want to help the people. What I need to do? Okay, to just make it happen. Once you make it happen, then the people will be like, oh, okay, you got this. Okay, we're gonna help. That's just how it is, and that's cool with me. It's better to just go and lead by example. Lead by example. You're gonna have some that might see you in the process, but just like Noah, a lot of your building stages you're gonna be by yourself, and people gonna think you're crazy when you're trying to design certain things and you're building your brand. They're gonna be like, man, I don't know what you're doing this for. This ain't gonna work. So, and then that situation happens where that situation took you over the top. You know what I mean? When you build it, they will come. Salute, salute. Most definitely, homie. I mean, like, it's just what it is. Like, I have learned that you gonna have to do it. And the cool thing is, you're gonna have to do it in front of them. So it's not that you're just doing it to do it. You're gonna have to do it when ain't nobody looking. You want to put your heart in it. You want to do it when they looking. You know what I mean? So it's like one of the old proverbs I heard, that the person that does the job honorable in front of the person that does the job honorable in front of the owner or the master, so to speak, and he does it also when he's not in his presence, that's the true honorable person. Then you have people that, they'll do whatever it takes in the person's presence, but when they're not in their presence, they tend to do things left field that person wouldn't do. That's not true, truly honorable. You know what I mean? And I have learned that just dealing with business. So doing things myself, you have to learn how to do. You do things off camera. You don't everything you do. You can't post or boast, so to speak, about everything you do. It's just the work ethic. You know what I mean? You just want to show that, hey, I got some progress going on. That's why sometimes I just show clippets, and as of now, once I get down there and get the internet going, I'll be able to go live when I'm building and doing stuff down there in my hometown. But right now, you know what I mean? I have to take videos and upload them because of the situation with the internet. So, but I like to show progress. It's not about boasting. It's not about bragging. It's just about progress, because progress always motivates. And progress, you always know that it's work ethics behind it. Like, you're not going to get no progress without working. You know what I mean? Or without working something, your money, your time, your experience, your energy, something, you know what I mean? And in this project with renovating my mom's house, I've been doing all, working every aspect of myself and of my material, money, whatever. I've been using everything to try to, pull things together, you know what I mean? Time. And it feels good when you can step back and start seeing some progress. You know what I mean? Like, really does. It feels good. You know what I mean? So I appreciate seeing the progress, man. You know what I mean? Seeing the progress over time. So I know things gonna get better. Yes, yes. True hustlers always got to grind. What you said, homie. True hustlers always got to grind, and it's always gonna be seen, even when a person is watching or when they're not watching. I had something brought to my attention today, which other people have said it before. Some people be like, man, when do you sleep? It almost seems like I see you with something all the time, and I'm like, yeah, I sleep. You know what I mean? It might be a little unorthodox, you know what I mean? But I get it in. But my goal is, I like to do things once it hit me. You know what I mean? I can't. It's hard to just do it like it's a job, or it won't feel organic. You know what I mean? So as ideas hit me, or as I get a idea to post something, or just talk about a certain specific topic, you know what I mean? I just talk about it, you know what I mean? So I feel like you should do that when you're dealing with your business, because a lot of times we try to look at the mainstream, and we get caught up thinking we have to have things perfect, when a lot of times that's just a delusion. You know what I mean? So you got to have it where you can be able to progress, and you can always improve your business and tweak it over time and get it better and better. But you have to start it. You know what I mean? Don't just sit on a great idea you might have been holding on for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Go on and do it. You know what I mean? If you mess up a little bit, it's okay. Go back at it. You know what I mean? I think that hinders a lot of us, because we be afraid of the failure, afraid of losing. We're going to lose the game. We lose all the time. Sometimes we lose on things that we truly accept. We accept certain losses, and certain losses we cry about. Ain't that funny? Like, we accept, buying certain things that we know that's vanity. But then when it comes to improving ourselves, we be asking 1,000 questions for that same little money. It's funny sometimes. You like, well, can I get this out of them? Like, man, you just spent that on that. Surely this is a better situation. You know what I mean? You can get some education from it, but we have to change our concept and the way we view things, and start truly investing in ourselves and believing in ourselves. Like, a lot of times I have met brothers who have done certain jobs that won't do them as a side hustle. Brothers that been electricians that won't try to do no work on the side. Brothers who carpentry that won't try to build nothing on the side. Mechanics at this certain shop and getting paid this money, but he won't work on the side. I'm like, what in the world? Sometimes that just blows my mind, because if you have did it for someone else, you can do it for yourself and make a profit and be free. And to be able to expand your living, or just live better, do some things. Take some vacations. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to come to you and talk about taking the last tool off the wall. So getting ready to get things to another state here soon. So just wanted to come in and say, hey, I'm gonna keep getting my hog on. Y'all gonna be seeing some updates. Hopefully in the next few weeks I'll be having some stuff established, and now that it's on my mind, my daughter in Newport made the homecoming court, so my goal is to get a suit. I never wore a suit, family. Never wore a suit in my life up to this point. I'm 41, so I haven't worn one up to this point. And I know how to dress. I know how to dress casual, but I never had a suit on, like a full suit, tie, all that. Never. So my goal is to hopefully go somewhere, maybe to Little Rock. I've been looking at the Man's Warehouse. Hopefully I can go there and get a suit and get fitted up, get a fitted one, get one nice, and to represent her. I'm trying to pull all this together in short notice because I just found out. So I think it's in like October the 1st, I believe. So I got a few weeks. So like I say, I'm just going try to enjoy it and live to be remembered and be there to support her. It's like that sometime, ain't it, bro? I know a couple of them like that been on jobs 10, 20, 30 years and won't use it as a side hustle. But I'm gonna let y'all go. Like I said, I just wanted to come through. Just did the last thing, finna go and chill a little bit. But I had to come through and talk for a second. Y'all keep getting your hog on. Black Feniks, I'm out.